Josh, frustrating game today, 2-0 defeat at home to Brackley. Sum up that game for us.
Game of two halves. It's quite a common theme for us. Same as the last game. Started slow, stopped doing the things that we'd been doing in training. The game plan, we didn't even approach it in the correct manner. Get talking to at half time and do all the right things in the second half. But it's probably a lot more difficult when you're 1-0 down. And then it's a common theme of our own mistakes. Obviously, mistakes always lead to goals, but not blatant mistakes all the time.
Yeah, second half we were much better. We came out rejuvenated really against a very solid Brackley side that were always going to make things difficult. Do you think that? I don't know. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Do you think we did enough to get back into the game?
Yeah, I think we did in the how we started the second half and how we approached the game. But it shouldn't be a case of always having to recite the same things at half time about running forward, playing forward. In the first half I was isolated. I was against the back four on my own, which I made a point of saying to the boys at half time, like, we're all playing in front of their press. They were happy to sit on the halfway line and just shuffle left to right, but we needed more players high, whereas we had more players in front of them, which did their job for them. Second half, as you saw, more people started running forward, made life easier, got so much more chances, but we shouldn't have to reiterate that weekly.
Yeah, Brackley, a good team. They'll be up there, no doubt, at the end of the season, which makes it probably even more frustrating, especially the game. That's the kind of overriding word, isn't it? Frustration, because you battled away up top there, and you and the captain had a real, well, what should have been a good sort of tussle between two players, which we're doing all, the usual things that strikers and defenders do, but it seemed as though the decisions went one way and they didn't go the other way. You said it just off camera, but the same things are happening each week. How do you kind of, stay level-headed there? Because
it's so hard.
It can be frustrating, can't it?
It's so hard, because the referees are so inconsistent. Like I said, if I do the same things, if I go behind them as a striker and do the same things they do to me as a defender, and just nudge them or grab hold of their shirt or all of these things, I'd probably get sent off every game. So the inconsistency is what gets me most. And then, as a striker, I have to think, what can I do to maybe alter the battle in my favour? But there's nothing I can do, because if I go down too easy, they tell me to battle. If I battle, they give the free kick, or they don't give the free kick in my favour. So I kind of can't win, and that's the most frustrating thing. Yeah,
well, we've got to pick ourselves up, I suppose. We always do. We're in FA Trophy action on Saturday. Bit of a break from the league. The games come thick and fast, though. As a footballer, I mean, you've been in the Football League, you've been in abroad in Europe, you've experienced winter breaks and then no winter breaks. And now this, where we've got to literally play and play and play. As a footballer, do you enjoy it? Do you want to get straight back into it, especially after a result like that?
Yeah, for me, I have a lot of ambition, and I have a lot of expectations of my teammates. And although Brackley are a strong team, for me, if they're strong on our day, then we must be extremely strong. But they won the game. So for me, I just want to play, I just want to win, because I can take it if we're playing a Scunthorpe that maybe have got as much experience and bigger budget, and maybe players that are as good or maybe more experienced. I can take it, but it's very frustrating for me because of what I expect us to be doing this season to accept that. So for me, I just want the games to come thick and fast. I don't care if it's Saturday, Tuesday. I know what we're capable of, and I don't want to sit here every week or every other week going, yeah, we was great last week, we lose this week. It's not acceptable for me.
You've got a lot of fire in the belly, speaking here. So Biggleswade in the FA Trophy, a little bit of respite from the league, another chance in the cup. Could be a really good opportunity to kind of get back onto that track, start doing the right things again. Maybe it's a little bit of a wake-up call we need. Let's get ourselves together, bang our heads together, and go again.
Yeah, well, I said to the boys at the beginning of the game, this is the business end of the season. Teams will be falling off, teams will be mid-table and getting complacent, teams won't be looking after themselves, and this is where it goes beyond the level that we're playing at, and it goes down to being a professional. What are you going to do between now and May in the business end of the season to make sure you're fit, to make sure you're healthy, to make sure you're not getting injured, and be up there at the end of the season? The minimum expectation should be playoffs. So as an individual, you have to look at yourself and think, am I doing the most to get the best out of myself? And if I am, then they will be playing. If they're not, then it leaves inconsistency in the team, and you're letting the team down.
You mentioned the playoffs there. The league is very tight. We're in a lonely position, but going into this one, we're close to the playoffs and the drop zone.
Yeah.
Which is one, a sign of how far we've come since the beginning of the season, but two, you've mentioned it there. That's still the aspiration then.
100%. Like I think if we say anything less than that, then I think we're cowards for not saying where we should be. I'm one of these people where I'm very clear with and honest with my expectations. I'm not saying it to gas myself up or gas the team up. We should be minimum playoffs, minimum in this league. I expect us to get promoted. That's my expectation. I have to be vocal about it because it's the truth. So I'm not going to hide or mince my words. That is the standard that we need to be at.
Well, Josh, thank you very much for your time.